animal lovers, and welcome back to OFL Meet My Pet. I'm Katie, and I love animals. I love scaly animals, I love furry animals, I love animals with feathers. I share my home with all kinds of pets, and I'm all about taking care of animals. Each week, I'm bringing you a member of my home zoo, and then challenging you to share yours. This week, I'd like you to meet Lemon and Aggie. Aggie is a redfoot tortoise, and Lemon is a sulcata tortoise. And tortoises are just amazing animals. They actually roamed the earth at the same time as the dinosaurs. And as we know, the dinosaurs went extinct, but as a species, tortoises have survived. So they're incredible animals. They're very similar to turtles, but instead of living mostly in water like turtles do, tortoises are land animals. As you can see, they are super strong and they are tenacious. They really never stop moving. And they're just fun and curious and fascinating to watch.
There's a huge variety of tortoises in the world, and even great differences between the different kinds you can get as pets. There are small tortoises like Russian, Greek, and Hermann's tortoises, which generally stay under 10 inches long. And then there are Galapagos tortoises, which can be up to 5 feet long and weigh over 500 pounds. Aggie is 13 years old, and he's close to fully grown. He weighs about 12 pounds, so picking him up feels like lifting a bowling ball. Lemon, on the other hand, is only about 3 years old and could grow up to as much as 150 pounds depending on sex, genetics, and care. This is like the reptile equivalent of getting a puppy and ending up with Clifford the big red dog. Before buying a tortoise, it's very important to know what you're getting into. Pet stores often sell tortoise hatchlings, which are only a couple of inches long. They're adorable, but they will not stay small. You have to plan ahead for the largest possible size that your tortoise might grow to, and be prepared to set aside space in your home or yard. We adopted Lemon from a family who bought him as a baby and quickly realized that having a tortoise did not fit in with their lifestyle, which included a lot of travel in a camper. When we got him, he was about the size of a hamburger. In just under 3 years, he has more than quadrupled in size. That is the exact same plate next to him. He has pretty much outgrown this pen, and we will need to build him a bigger one soon. Because of that, it's extra important that we take him outside frequently and make sure he gets plenty of exercise, UVB light, and mental stimulation. Upstate New York isn't exactly the ideal climate for a tortoise. Most tortoise species are native to regions closer to the equator. Some prefer dry climates, while others do better with humidity, but none are built for the cold weather that we experience here. This means that if you bring a tortoise into your family, you need to be prepared to set aside part of your home, and possibly a big part, to replicate your tortoise's natural habitat. Lemon and Aggie come from very different parts of the world. Redfoots like Aggie come from the forests and savannas of South America, where it is hot and humid, while sulcatas like Lemon come from the grasslands and deserts of Africa, where it's much drier. My tortoises live separately so that I can tailor their enclosures to these needs. However, there are some basic things that all tortoises need in an enclosure. Both redfoots and sulcatas can live happily in a wooden pen like these. The walls should be solid, not see-through, or they'll spend all of their time trying to escape. The walls should also be high enough that the tortoise can't reach the top, but not so high that it limits the flow of fresh air. A glass terrarium is not an appropriate enclosure for a tortoise, even if it is large. Tortoises like to walk, so make the enclosure as large as you reasonably can. All tortoises need clean bedding to dig in. We use cypress bark, but topsoil, play sand, or shredded coconut fiber may also be appropriate and help you adjust the humidity of your enclosure. Tortoises appreciate having enough to dig in, and they enjoy decorations, like flower pots or lean-tos to hide under. Just be prepared for them to knock over and dig up everything you give them. All tortoises require UVB light to absorb calcium and keep their shells strong, which you can provide for them by using a mercury vapor bulb. Stones under the basking light help absorb heat and reflect it back to warm them from above and below. Tortoises also need access to clean water. While they don't swim like turtles do, tortoises like to soak in shallow water. They'll often use the water to go to the bathroom, so changing the pan daily helps keep the rest of the enclosure clean. Redfoot tortoises like a temperature range of 75 to 90 degrees, with lots of freedom to move to regulate their own temperature. They also need high humidity, upwards of 70%. To maintain that, you need absorbent bedding and a way to add water. I like to use a simple garden sprayer to mist the enclosure several times a day. Aggie even enjoys getting a little shower. Sulcatas, on the other hand, will not thrive if their enclosure is that moist. In the wild, sulcatas live in hot, dry regions, but do frequently go into burrows where it is more humid. You can mimic this by maintaining a fairly dry enclosure, but providing a shelter with bedding that you can mist periodically. Probably the biggest difference between the care for redfoots and sulcatas is their diet. Redfoots are omnivores, and they will eat just about anything. They will be happy and healthy on a diet heavy in leafy greens like collards, dandelions, escarole, and kale, with fruits and vegetables for variety, and lean protein like egg, chicken, or shrimp as an occasional treat. Some vegetables, like spinach, can interfere with calcium absorption, and some, like iceberg lettuce, are just not very nutritious. You can easily find species-specific food lists online. In contrast, sulcatas are plant eaters. In the wild, they primarily graze on grasses. Provide them with leafy greens, along with grass, hay, clover, and cactus. Fruits and vegetables should be kept mainly as treats. Whatever you feed, be sure to supplement with calcium powder or a cuttlebone. Remember that a tortoise's shell is part of its skeleton. It not only protects the tortoise, but supports its body, and it needs a lot of calcium to keep it strong. One last thing to consider when adopting a tortoise is your long-term plans. Tortoises routinely live 75 to 100 years. Even if you get a tortoise when you're very young, you can expect that someday you'll pass it on to your own children. Many tortoise owners put instructions in their wills to ensure that the animal is always cared for. Adopting a tortoise really is choosing to engage with something bigger than yourself, something that very well may live on after you're gone. It means caring for an animal and doing your best to give it a good life, knowing that you may be its caretaker for only a part of that life. These are serious considerations, and for many people, tortoises are not good pets. However, with planning and commitment on your part, you can share your life with one of these curious, affectionate, and fun animals. They require a lot of responsibility, but they bring a lot of joy too. Now it's your turn to share with the Onondaga Free Library community all about your pet or favorite animal. We learned that sulcatas can grow to be several feet long and over 150 pounds. This week, I challenge you to imagine if your pet got big, really big. What would have to change in your life to keep it happy? What are some imaginative ways you could change your house to make it suitable for them? You can answer the prompt in a video, a drawing, with photos, or with writing, whatever you like. Send your response to info@oflibrary.org, and we will share some of them on our Facebook post. The summer reading program is bigger and better than ever this year. There are 3 levels, each with unique challenges and prizes. Students entering grades K through 5 can sign up for the Kids program. Students entering 6th grade through 12th grade can register for the Teen program, and anyone over 18 can participate in the Adult program. Summer reading launches on July 1st and runs all the way through August 31st. You can use the Read Squared app or website for easy tracking, or request a paper log from the library. Register online, log your reading, and visit the library to pick up prizes as you earn them. Just for reading for fun this summer, you can earn great prizes like Gannon's tokens, passes for mini golf, entries into fun raffles, and free books. The more you read, the more chances you have to win. In-person programming is back. Programs will be hosted outdoors for COVID safety in our garden and in Santaro Memorial Park and Kelly Brothers Memorial Park. We have too many fun programs to name them all here, but a few to look forward to include Fun Fridays in the parks, family story times, slime making, Pokemon, American Girl, story walks, exploring graphic novels with Matt Haggerty, our Read Woke Book Club, the Museum of Science and Technology, and the baby chicks are back this year. We will be hatching eggs right in the library, and you'll be able to watch from home on our live stream. For full details on all of our programs and services, be sure to visit our website and download the summer program guide. We're so excited to welcome you back and to bring you a summer full of tail-wagging, page-turning fun.